Good evening and welcome back to the Trycraft server with me, Kota Kusumoto. It's fantastic to see everyone. Sorry I've been away a little bit this week. You may have noticed that I put up a 1.16 sort of building tips and tricks and things like that, and then I was sort of away for a couple of days. Well, I had things going on in real life. I had my job. I got sick. Always fun. Getting old sucks, kids. Don't let it happen to you. But we are back here on the Trycraft server, and if you wonder where I am in the middle of nowhere. I am way south of my base, because I got the... Oh, it's Llama. Hello, Llama. I got the exploring bug, and I decided that I would fly way south of my base. This is a good, I don't know, few thousand blocks south, and I ran into this beyond a mesa, which is where I've been quarrying some terracotta out of. I ran into this really cool looking gravel hills and extreme hills biome out here, so I wanted to take a look at it real quick. We do have other things to show you, though. We do have things that have been going on at the Hive that we need to show you. We have things going on in Tri-Town we need to show you, and I want to go check that out, because I don't know if someone's been here before, or if that is a natural feature. If it's a natural feature, the first time I've ever seen a bridge like that. That does not look in any way, shape, or form natural. Someone's done been here, because that is a line of yellow terracotta. So yeah, someone's been here before me, but I mean, it's all right. We don't necessarily have to be the first person to find cool looking things, but we do need to sleep. And now that we've slept, we can sort of explore this area a little bit. I wanted to actually get out here and just explore a little bit, because I realized I hadn't done a whole lot of exploring around the area around my base. So I thought I'd do that. But also I wanted to... Oh, that's really cool looking. Look at this. It looks almost like an amphitheater, doesn't it? We could totally make like a huge outdoor amphitheater over here out of this, because it's already almost built. I mean, we just have to sort of sculpt this around. We can make it look like an outdoor amphitheater. That'd be like a Hollywood Bowl, the Trycraft Bowl. That'd be kind of cool. But I wanted to sort of give all y'all on YouTube kind of a feeling of some of the things that I do on my stream, which is I do a lot of exploring when I'm on stream. I do a lot of just wandering around and seeing different things and exploring stuff, because I think that's interesting. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy adventuring and exploring and doing that kind of thing, especially on stream, because it gives you, like, you can see cool stuff. And to me, it's sort of an outgrowth of when I was playing No Man's Sky religiously on stream, is that you got to remember, no one has ever seen some of this stuff before. You could be the first person to have ever seen this terrain and ever will see this terrain. So I do a lot of exploring on my streams just because I like sharing that kind of stuff with people. But one of the things that I do is, like, when I'll go on break on stream, I won't just go on break. If I go on break, I'll like literally build myself a house to go stand in, rather than just digging a hole. I'll build like a little house and I'll go stand in that as for my break. So sometimes I'll go on break, and then 20 minutes later I'm ready to actually take a break and step away from the computer because it took me that long to build something. So I think we're going to do that here today, is we're going to sort of do some exploring and see what's around here in our world. And I mean, we got lots of really cool stuff. I really like this. Extreme Hills are one of my favorites. Look, Moriello Terracotta. Someone was here. More than likely it was Pamster, because she's the one that came... Oh, look at that. Hang on. We got to go look at this. I'm talk about a neat place to build your base. Check this out. So just down here... Look at that. Wouldn't that be a cool little spot for like a vertical base? You know, like have your storage down there and your smelter and stuff, and then up here be living space, and you have like an elytra launch out of here. That'd be so cool. This terrain, like out here, maybe Pamster has seen this, but everyone else, this is the first time that any of you and anyone else on the Trycraft server ever has seen any of this before. Like, literally, this is the only time you've ever seen it. Look at this. I mean, I don't like the vanilla waterfalls. I like messing around with them a little bit, but I'll tell you, for this I might make an exception, because that's just pretty. I mean, the way that it flows down into the ocean there and flows into like little tide pools, that's very cool. That is very cool. Oh, look, there's a village over there. We know what that means. It means it's time to loot some things. So I've been testing in the 1.16 world off and on this week as well, since what I've been down and not able to do much. And let me tell you how upsetting it is to not be able to insta-mine these with a hoe. Because you can do that in 1.16. Your hoe actually works great for insta-mining hay blocks. But you can't do that in 1.15 because the hoe's pretty much useless. Anyway, continuing on. This village literally has nothing worth stealing. There's literally no chests in here. There's one grindstone, or excuse me, one stone cutter, and a whole bunch of unemployed villagers. And that's it. That's all we got. That's all that's here. So I guess we're taking the bell. Bandits, run! FYI, I'm the bandit. Anyway, continuing on. You know, the more I explore this world, the more I think that Scousy Mama and Gabi just got a really raw deal as far as to where they spawn, because this world actually does have quite a bit of really cool stuff in it. They just, none of them spawned where it was. Oh, look, cows. I'm feeling awfully hungry. Come back to me, 1.16. Please. Oh, it's so slow. Oh, a couple more emeralds. Another, do I need my 400th saddle? Probably not. I'll take the bread, though. Why not? In case I feel peckish later. Run for your lives, it's Mothra! And, like I said, we're going to give you the full experience here. So as you can tell, I've come to the edge of this beautiful forest that we've got here with a nice little lake and a stream down there. But then if you look over here, we have our extreme hills with our spruce and our snow, and we have this wonderful little floating island that's here. So I'm going to do sort of a very much a like Howl's Moving Castle kind of thing here. We're going to be building ourselves a quick resting house up on top here. We've already got this outlined with some stairs, and we're going to throw down some dirt. We're going to make a little house, and it's going to be very, very much like retro steampunk style here. So this is, so if anyone shows up on the server and tries to figure out what in the hell was going on here, that's what was going on. I was going on. But anyway, let's go ahead and start building this thing. And this is going to be a very simple house. I've sourced some spruce from over there. I've got some oak. I've got some leaves, but this is just going to be a very, very simple, straightforward little house that we're going to build here. 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. 2, 3, 4. That would be the dog running away. Problem with live building, the dog. So there we go. So there's our outside, and now we just got to put in the middle portions here. And we have a very simple outline of our house. Don't worry, we're not completely done just yet. We're going to be doing some other stuff here, but now we have an outline for our house. We have an idea of where things are going to go. Let's go ahead and smelt up some glass. And leaving these things dotted around the world, I find that fun, because if we ever do a world download for this world, I want people to like go out and find these things. So... And say that, hey, I'm living in a Koto's house. I think that's kind of cool, actually, to have people who would think about actually doing things like that. So what I'm going to do is, in a lot of these, I usually have a chest in them. I just leave random stuff. Well, I'm going to leave you random stuff. So if you do happen to find this world as part of a world download, when and if we do it, you're going to be able to find the stuff that I've left you here in the world. So do I want oak for that? No. Keep my oak. Use up the spruce. There we go. Because we're going to need that for something else. So yeah, so I find it amuses me to think that people would be like finding stuff like this in the world if we did like a world download or something like that. So and so I hope you do, actually, because we're going to make this one even more kind of impressive here. And obviously, if you don't have an elytra, you get to pull up to it, but that's part of the fun, too. All right. Let's keep going here. I need to get some dirt. I need to get some other stuff. Do I have dirt? Why do I not have dirt? Do I have dirt in this box? No. Okay, we need to go get more dirt. More materials. I'll be back. Well, it's not the best thing I've ever built, but it's certainly not the worst thing I've ever built either. I kind of like the fireplace. Oh, God, I just landed on that. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's go back in. And I finally figured out the trick with the roof, so now we've got a little bit different kind of roof on here as well. And then we land. Perfect. And now we just have to do the interior here and get that all taken care of. But yeah, nice cozy little place. We'll put in some more storage. I'm going to put down a second bed. We're going to put like a few little things around here, maybe a couple of barrels. And if we do ever offer this world for download, you're going to have a chest full of goodies in here that I am not going to show you. You'll just have to find this place and find it for yourselves. It's about, I want to say, 3,500 blocks, maybe 4,000 blocks south of my base, southwest. Yeah, southwest. There we go. If I can get that out. Southwest. Perfect. Of my base. So you go past the mesa, you go past a couple of villages. If you go past the hills into the forest here, and then if you go into the hills again, you've gone too far. And then you sort of come back and backtrack to this little area where the mixed forest meets the extreme hills spruce biome. Here is where you'll find this little goodie with a box full of stuff for you. So let's go ahead and finish this off. I was just out looking for some wool for a second bed, and look at that. How epic does that look up there? That's really cool looking, actually. So we're working on some of the decorations around it. It very much looks like something out of Howl's Moving Castle or Mortal Engines or something like that, or Nausicaa or Castle in the Sky. That's really cool looking. I think that came out looking really, really well. What do you think? I think it looks good. I'm very pleased with that. And this is some of the just silly things that I do on the server sometimes. And it's like, I'm kind of burned out on projects and I want to do some other stuff. And I'm just like, I'm just going to go explore and probably build a wacky house or three. Oh, God. And here's the only issue with this particular house is it's a little difficult to get in. Oh, there we go. Made it. And, of course, we've got some of these, because no starter home is complete without a good old starter farm. It's a little small, I admit, but... and then we need... should we put in... Where are we going to put this? I think we're going to put this here. So let's... Oh, good. So let's... don't look at the goodies. Let's put this right there. And you have a flower. Nice. And now we get to make a second bed because we've got all the stuff we need for that. So let's make a bed and we'll do some decoration in here and I'll be back in just a minute. And the house is officially done. So, of course, we have the mossy and cracked stone bricks up there because it couldn't be an Akoto build without those. The fireplace, a little plain on the front, I know. But, I mean, this is not supposed to be like super amazing, ultra whoopty house here. This is kind of a starter house. So let me give you the tour here as soon as we get our scaffolding put away here. So a tour is as follows. So we have our little survival farm out here with 2 wheat, which isn't even enough to make bread. But, you work with what you got. I didn't have potatoes or carrots, so I just went and found some seeds, and now we got some wheat growing out here. And then once inside, we have this nice, cozy little apartment, basically. It's a studio. It's very small. You have storage on the walls over here, including this one, which I'm not going to show you because I put goodies in there for you. You've got a fully stocked furnace with coal with a nice, pipe going up to the chimney. Your bed with more storage on each side. Double bed, of course, and some lighting in here with lanterns, which I think looks really good. And the view is just killer. I mean, this is what you're paying for right here. You're paying for the view. The view is awesome out here. So I am very, very pleased with the way that this little build turned out. It's probably one of the better, silly little builds that I've done. Oh, and you got pumpkins right over here too. Hey, how about that? Little silly little builds that I've done here on the Trycraft server. I mean, just that is so cool looking. That really turned out really well. I'm very happy with it. So it's kind of a starter house, but you're going to have to, get to it. And that's going to be just slightly difficult. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the way that turned out. So we're going to go inside our brand new little, apartment house thing. Oh, God. Oh, okay. That landing's a little rough. So we're going to go in here, and we are going to call it an evening for me. I will be sleeping in real life, and then we will continue the episode. For you, it'll only going to be a couple of minutes. For me, it's going to be about 6 hours. So good night, everybody, and I'll see you in the morning. And I totally lied. It's like 11,000 blocks to the southeast. So, yeah, there's that. However, 6 hours of sleep later, and the next morning, and here we are in my new bedroom. This may not look familiar to all of you, because this is something I built on a live stream earlier this week, and we've done a little bit of decorating and then the interior work on it. This is the governor's mansion, finally done. We'll get the outside view in just a second here, but we've got our canopy bed over here. As you can notice, it's using string to keep the carpets up, and we've got stone around here right now, but I might change this out for a different material, but I just wanted to see how this was going to look as a canopy bed. So I think this looks pretty darn good. We've got couches over here, so you actually do have a bed you can use in here, since this bed is non-functional. It's just for decoration. Very happy with this, the way it turned out. I really like the high-tech shulker box storage we've got here along the walls. So we've got 14 shulker boxes that are the same color as the dark oak for the most part. Doesn't quite match, and we've got this little visual glitch along the bottom here, but there's not really much we can do about that. But I really like the high-tech storage look, so you don't have, you know, barrels or chests and stuff like that in here. And of course we've got the skulls, because Warhammer 40k, you need skulls. End rod lighting rather than sea lantern, because I think I liked that better. Ender chest, all the stuff you need here. And then if you go down over this way, drop down, here is our main entrance for it. As you can see, we've got, this is pretty much the same type of build I had in my creative world when I put it together. We've got the pictures of the God Emperor on the wall, of course. And then our balconies, both looking south and north. So here's balcony number 1 looking south, and then balcony number 2 looking north. I wanted to put 2 more balconies on here, but I just didn't quite have the space for it. I'm still going to do some detailing on the bottom part of the outside over here. It's just that's going to take a while. So, but let's take a look from the distance here, and I'll show you. Oh, we need more. Need more rockets. 1 second. And I'm sorry for the heater in the background. It seems to know when I'm recording, I swear. So here's what it looks like from the outside. If we get a little bit... Oh, our beacon's still over there. We got to go pick that up at some point. But there is the finished governor's palace at the top. It does look kind of egg-like. I get it. But I do like the way that this turned out. We've still got to do some detailing into there, of course. But all in all, I'm very happy with the way that this base just in general has come together. And now we just got to work on the towers on the outside, the little lighting, and we'll have the outside completely done. Now the inside is still kind of a shell. We've got them all done, but we have not done any work on the other stuff just yet. Oh my god, it's a mob fest down here. So yeah, inside still looks like it did. We're still working on putting this stuff together in here. It still looks just as epic as it did. I just love the way that looks. Even though I know that we're going to have roofs and stuff and other levels, this just looks freaking amazing. So we've got to work on the I guess you'd call it elevator, the elevator shaft. Is that what you'd call it? Yeah, I guess you'd call it that. We got to work on the elevator shaft going all the way down with iron blocks there, which means we need to go hang out at the iron farm for a bit to get more iron. But that's okay. We can do that. No problem. And then we've got to populate this. I still want to get a bunch of villagers in here because I think that would be really cool, just to have a bunch of villagers running around. So have, 4 of them in here doing stuff, maybe have some workstations in there. But I have workstations and a bed in each one of these, so that they just sort of hang out in there. Although the barrels function as workstations, we could have a bunch of fishermen if we really wanted to. So we'd have 4 fishermen over there that would just do stuff, and then some librarians over there, and then the leather worker, and like a butcher and other stuff. So I think that would be that'd be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. I want to try and do that at some point. Not today, though, because today we've got some other things we need to go do. Let's go check the book, and we'll take a look at it. And exploring in the Break House, well, we've done that. That was the first part of the episode. Governor's Level Tour, we did that. Tri-Town, there have been some changes I have heard to Tri-Town that we need to go check out. So we're going to go over there and take a look and see what's going on there. Now remember, I was away from the server for a couple of days because of personal issues and life and work and being sick and all that other wonderful stuff. So there's some stuff going on there that apparently I've not seen yet in person. And we need to go take a look at that because there's some really cool new builds over there. Well, you leave for a couple of days and you come back and what do you have? You have an airplane and a clock tower. I mean, we apparently have an airplane flying over Tri-Town now. Oh, what is going on over here? Okay, I swear I wasn't gone that long. Look at all this. Look at this. This is just, holy crap. Look at this. Is this Pam, or was this Mama, or was it a combination of all of them? Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at, we have like a little like a lazy river running through here. This is amazing. I mean, is this Knox maybe? God, I don't even know. I'll have to go check out. I need to catch up on everyone's videos. We got a little fire pit over here. That's awesome. With some benches. Oh, that's a cool idea for a bench. Why didn't I ever think of that? Huh. Sea pickles in there for lighting. I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at this. This is just... Oh, I love everything about it. It's so cool looking. It's so cool looking. I mean, we've got it. It meets up with the regular river over here. I mean, that's just amazing. Wow. Just wow. I don't know who did this, but kudos to whoever you are. This is astoundingly good. And I love the use of birch. That's really nice. And we got apparently we got all everyone's build chests over here. Oh yeah, this is all my stuff I tossed down. What's left in here? I mean, we don't have to keep... Well, we got some gold armor now. Okay. I'm blown away by that over there. That is amazing. That's really cool looking. Wow. So you got like a little walking path right next to the town hall, which is very appropriate because that's a lot of... If you ever go to places where you got like the Capitol building or the town hall in your city, you usually have this little park or walking path right next to it. So that makes a lot of sense. Hey, that's really cool looking in the plane. I love the plane. It says Tricraft. It's like doing smoke art. What do you call that? I can never remember the name of it. But so that's those things. But over here, we've got a building to our left that I'm not going to show off too much because I don't know if Gobspit has done anything with that, but Gobspit's building that's amazing. You apparently have a new cat over here. It's scratchy. But look at this. This is Flash's starter house. Okay? This is what he built here. Is his starter house. I mean, and he's got he's got his carrots, he's got his wheat. If you go around to the other side, got bamboo over there, but then you look up and then it's I'll give you a better view of it in just a second. You can probably already tell what it is though. Then you go inside here and it looks like just sort of a clock tower interior. So he's got a whole bunch of stuff in here that we can take if we really want to. He's got a bunch of food, sand and gravel stone, iron stuff. He's got a dirt box, but anyone who comes in here can take those. But then you go up here, you've got, if we go a little further, sorry. Here's the clock tower itself. It's always 15 to 2, by the way, or 15 to 2, 15 to 10, by the way, on the Crycraft server. So it's always 9:45 in the morning. He's got all his private stuff down here, but he did this all with acacia, stripped acacia logs, a little bit of other stuff, but mostly it's acacia and stone brick, which you know how much I love stone brick. So anything using stone brick, I'm going to be very impressed with. I mean, that's beautiful. Just the way he did that. I guess it's 10:15 all the time here on the Trekcraft server. But if you go around to the other side, that's what's on the other side. So as you can see, Scousey has gotten to his to his clock tower on the one side, which I find really amusing. But then over here, we've got some other stuff that's been going on. So we have if you saw over on the Tricraft Discord, I posted a picture of me of this panda. So we now have a panda over here. And this is if I can get close enough here, I can show it to you. The Tri-Bear. So we have our very own panda. And then we have what I believe is Mama kind of experimenting with different wall types here. Because we've got the wall up, so we're at least protected now. We don't have to worry about too many things getting in. And it looks like she's just sort of playing around with different ideas for the wall itself. I mean, I like that a lot, with a little bit of acacia in there. It's not falling in the water. A little bit of acacia, the acacia trapdoors, some lighting, the stone brick, stone, cobblestone, andesite. It's a really cool look, and you can, of course, it's functional. You can go up here and look out and see, make sure that nothing's going to be attacking you anytime soon. So I mean, this looks really good. I hope if this is what she's planning on doing, I'll definitely help her out with this, because this is a really cool look. So just mixing in some random blocks here and there, mixing in a little bit of acacia and some other stones to make the wall look more like a wall rather than just a bunch of stone that's been piled up there, which is, yeah, I mean, it's functional, but it's just kind of ugly. So that's what we've got going on new at Tri-Town here, is some really cool builds that we've got going on. There's one, okay, I'm going to look down so you don't see it, because like I said, I don't know if Gabi has done anything with his, in his video with that yet, because I'd love to show that off, because it is amazing, but I'm not going to, because I don't think he's got his video up yet, going over that. So, but Tri-Town actually now, with the wall, between the wall, the clock tower, the town hall, the other building that's over here that I'm not going to show you, all the houses, all the skywriting, that's what that's called. The skywriting that's going on, it really feels like an actual city now. It doesn't just feel like a bunch of houses slammed together in one spot. It actually feels like a functional city, which I find that's just perfect as far as I'm concerned, because that's what we wanted. We wanted to have something that felt like a real living, breathing city in here. And there were certain things that you just have to have in order to do that. You have to have a town hall. These parks are just amazing. You need to have the clock tower, the feeling that it's a living, breathing kind of place. And we really, I think, have done a really good job with that. Now, obviously, having more people on the server definitely helps, because it gives you more builds, if you get different build styles, different stuff that people are putting in. So that definitely helps. But then just having things that you would see in a city, you got our map wall over there, you get the parks. I mean, just having the things that you typically are used to seeing inside of a city is the only way that's going to make the city feel like it's alive. You could have houses and buildings all day long, but if you don't have some of the things that you associate with a city, then it really doesn't make it feel any more or less alive than it did before. But having the town hall, having the parks, having the clock tower, having the different types of houses and the different build styles, having all of the industrial stuff here as far as like the villager farms and the trading hall. So you got the thrift store over there. I mean, the fountain in the middle. It's just becoming more, it's feeling more and more and more alive the more work that we do on it. But that is all we really have time for today. I know it was kind of a strange episode. We started off with sort of a look at kind of the things that I do when I'm just wandering around on the server by myself or when I'm streaming. So I thought I would give you the full experience of that as well over here on YouTube. But we will definitely get back with more building on the Hive in the next episode. We'll definitely get back with more work on Tri-Town. I think I'm going to be helping out Mama with the bridge that she's, or not the bridge, the wall that she's got going on. And we've got to show off this build over here by Gabi, because it is just astounding. So, but I do appreciate all of you coming out. Please, on your way out the door, if you did enjoy the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you have not. Another word. And subscribe if you have not already. Just click the subscribe button and click the like button. Just press the like button gently. Don't break it for everyone else. And we do a lot of Minecraft on this channel. We also do other open world games, other sandbox games. I do No Man's Sky. I do Fallout. I do Kerbal Space Program. I stream kind of whatever I feel like. So if you want to join me over on Twitch for our streams at twitch.tv/Akoto Kusumoto, that'd be fantastic as well. And as always, follow me over on Twitter at Akoto Kusumoto there for more various random gaming inanity and political shenanigans. So pretty much if you found Akoto Kusumoto, you've found me. But whatever you do tonight, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see you all again real soon. Have a good night, everybody.